I love y'all. Hi, baby.
Hey, boo, what's going on?
Hey, girl. What's up? You look like
Nothing.
you look like you over there getting into something. What you doing?
I was looking for my wine opener, but wait, there it is.
You got it. You got that fancy wine opener too.
You know what? My cousin bought this for me as a gift, and it got my name on it. Can
Oh, we
you
got
see
your
it?
name on it too.
Yep, it's saying
Yeah,
erotica
boss
still.
status. Come on. I love it. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. Literally just got off work.
You did.
Yeah,
I know you happy to be off.
girl, I love this wine opener. It's so easy.
You said what?
It's so easy. I love it.
Cause you don't have to do all that extra tugging and pulling and gripping.
Exactly.
What you
It's
got? What
just
you drinking on?
some cheap wine. I don't even
You
know what it
skipped on the
is.
champagne?
Nope, because I didn't even want to run to the store. So I was like, let me see what I got in my
Hey,
fridge.
everybody.
This is Oliver.
I got Oliver too. Is that the rose? Sweet rose?
No, this is a blueberry Moscato.
I didn't even know that was a flavor they had. Hold on. We sipping on the same brand. We got it. Mhm. But anyways, so we can get right into it. Let me find my questions first. Hold on. So, guys, if you don't know, this is my bestie. She goes by Erotica Steele.
Hey, y'all.
Like, I don't know her forever since we were like virgins to not virgins to
Innocent. Very
innocent.
innocent.
Say innocent. Girl, I don't even know what the hell that even mean anymore. Cause like, damn, we done been through it all. I remember when I came to you with my virginity story and you came to me, I was like, damn, we to go back.
Yes, back. Like, I just remember the funniest moment, like in Hickory Dale. I ain't gonna say that on live, but yeah.
Girl, I think I know what you talking about.
And I think you do.
I already know. We was already cutting up before cutting up. Come on. But anyways, the fact that you are so like confident and you are now, well, I'm not gonna say now. It's like how long have you like really been like into dominance? Like tapped into your dominance? Like how long has it been?
So I've been into it for I've been into it as long as I can remember, but when I first actually been able to, tap into it was probably about 3 years ago. And I'm
That's
not
when you
I'm not
felt
gonna
like
say
you. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
I'm not gonna say like, and it wasn't like a full tap in. It was just like, a little something something, but it wasn't like a full tap in because I was still in a relationship and he was not for it whatsoever. So,
That's what I was
I would
about to
do little
ask you.
things here and there. I wasn't cheating, but, I would do little things here and there. Like, I had to be satisfied in
Right.
some type of way.
Okay, so wait, what did you do? You can't just like
So,
say,
like,
because if he
I
wasn't
would,
letting you do it, then what were you doing?
so, I'm very flirtatious. So I would flirt with other people and, let them play, choke me up or, slap me on the butt. Some stuff like that. But it wasn't like,
The
I don't
things.
consider it cheating.
Okay. Okay. No, I feel it. I feel it. We each have our own definition. So I'm not even gonna get too deep into how he felt about it or anything like that. So
He still
you
don't know to this day. That's why he's an ex. If he watching this, oh well, he know now.
I'm so weak and you don't even give a fuck and I love it. So anyway, so after the relationship, that's when you kind of felt like you could be yourself more and tap into the dominance. So what did you get started doing? Like what was the first thing that you said, I can't wait to go ahead and do this now that I'm free?
So the first thing was using handcuffs. I'm like, okay, I
Wait,
finally
wait,
get
he
to.
didn't want to use
He
handcuffs?
didn't want to use handcuffs. He was like, I feel like you're locking me away and stuff, like locking him down. He felt restricted.
A lot of
And
men
that,
be scared of handcuffs. Like, what
yes,
is that?
And they wasn't even metal handcuffs, girl. They was the soft cuffs. The soft cuffs. And I'm just like, that was my first thing I started with was,
Okay.
Handcuffs.
Okay.
And it just evolved from there. Like, it went
Oh
from
yeah.
handcuffs to the ankle cuffs to the whips,
Ooh.
the chains, the ropes. It went to,
Ooh.
it just evolved into something bigger. And then it evolved into pain, where I was like, I kind of like this pain feeling of being hit with a whip or, something like that. And then when I hit somebody with the whip my first time, I was like, oh shit.
So
Like,
wait,
I
you're a
like this.
sadist. Wait, are you a
I
sadist or do you feel like you're a switch? What do you?
I feel like in the beginning, I feel like I was more of just trying to get the vibe of it. I didn't feel like I
Okay.
was anything. But going along down the line, I felt like now I'm just more of a dom because I'm so dominant.
Mm.
So it's like when I got a taste of, hitting somebody with the whip myself, it like sent a tingle down my spine. It
Mm.
was like it was
Touch
like
that pussy
something
chakra.
yes, it was like undescribable. It was like a fire lit within me. And I was just like, I think I want to do this.
Yes. Okay, Epiphany. I'm
That's what
weak.
it was
That's what's
like.
up. That's what's up. I love that. Like, so do you feel like, me personally, I love restraints. And you done named like almost every restraint there is. So do you fuck with the restraints more so than the the inflicting pain things, or do you feel like you like to the thought of just the combo more so, or what do you feel like? Sorry, Coco over here. You know how she be.
Right. I think I like the restraints, but only when they don't want to cooperate. So it's more of
Oh,
like an element of surprise. So it's like, hey, baby, let me strap you down real quick, do something real special, and I might, ride their face or something like that. But in the end, what I really want to do is bring out something that's going to inflict pain. But, essential pain. I don't want
okay.
them to cry, but I want them to
Like,
notice my presence, that I am here and I am like, I'm in control.
I like that. Oh, I fuck with that. Let me get into my fucking inner dom. I'm playing. Okay, okay. So speaking of sitting on faces, I did write that question. Do you like to smother?
I sure do.
So, okay, okay. I already knew that. But do you like to restrain them while smothering them?
I have straps on my bed. Let me see if I can pull out one right here.
Ah! And you have a fat ass, so that's why I'm like, do they like really be feeling that shit? Do they have a how
They
can you have
do, but I have straps on my bed that I keep. I tuck them underneath
period?
because everybody, they don't want to see that when they first come in. They get scared. So I keep the straps hidden underneath my bed. But if I'm going to smother them, I'm going to strap them in first, because you're not going to tell me like, oh, you have to get up or, something like that. I'm going to tell you when
Stay
you can breathe.
stay strapped. I was about to say, like, do they have a like safe word, or can they say a safe word?
Really, with me, there's no safe word.
No safe.
Now, there is no safe
You know,
word.
don't
But,
wake up
I
one
mean,
day with a dead man next to you. Come on, D. Come
I
on.
can tell. I can tell, like, when they are serious or, like, when they really can't breathe. Like, then I'll get up, let them breathe for about a good 15, 30 seconds, then do it again.
Okay, okay. At least you do it in intervals. Okay,
Yeah, I
I'll
don't
go
just
with that.
straight do it for like a minute straight, because no one can really hold their breath for that long.
I got you. I got you. I just don't know because because you might be messing with a bigger dude one day, and he might need his breath a little bit more than the others. So
Speaking of bigger dudes,
what you about to
I'm
say?
sorry, but
What?
I love my bigger men. Don't get me wrong, but all that huffing and puffing in my ear. I don't like that.
Shut the fuck up.
Like if I feel like you wheezing in my ear, that's gonna turn me off.
Like I gotta pull over and get an inhaler for your ass.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like, are
shut
you
up.
okay? Like you about to die on me?
You probably wouldn't be able to do too much as far as like the smothering shit. You wouldn't be able to do too much with them on that because
Exactly,
that
girl.
wouldn't be no fun.
Bad
Oh,
experience
sorry,
with
bigger
big
guys. We
dude.
still love you. I love my
Still love
chubbies though.
you. Yeah, they cuddly, they keep you warm, everything else, but I love me some skinny boys.
My nigga, he actually chubbier. He's not like huge or nothing. He's like 6'6", so it kind of weighs out, but he's still a little chubby. And he be wanting me to smother him basically. Like he will stay down there for by himself for a while. I'm like,
Really?
can you breathe? I be trying to lift his head up, like, are you okay? Like, let me taste it. Like, give him a
Oh,
break.
you're
Like,
so
are you?
nurturing.
I know. That's why
I
it's
don't be
terrible
caring.
for me to be a dom. Like, I try to tap into my inner dom. I consider myself a switch because I don't feel like I'm just like solely like, yes, daddy. Like, I will do whatever he's. Even though I love being someone's little slut, but I'm very, yeah, I guess I am very nurturing. I try.
Yeah, that's so nurturing. Because if a guy is down there giving me head or whatever, and if it feels amazing, I'm going to control their head and tell them, like, because you know how they switch up the rhythm? I'm like, no, right here. Like, do
Okay,
not
that,
move.
yeah.
I will lock your head with my thighs. Do stop playing with me. Like, I'm going to lock you in here. Like, you know how I get. I get aggressive.
They stop
Don't do that to
playing.
me.
I'm weak. So have you ever, I remember like when I was young, I think the first kink that I've ever seen on like a porn, it wasn't even a porn. I don't know how I came across it. I was in high school and I saw like randomly, it was these white people and the women were just putting their thighs around the man's head and squeezing. Just
Hmm.
squeezing and then body slamming them with their legs. So I'm like, what the fuck? At the time, I was like, oh, hell no. What the hell is going on? So I don't even know what that is called. I forgot what that's called. Have you ever done something like that? Like that type of pain? Like tie them up and then try to squeeze them with your thighs?
Now,
Aside
no.
from getting head.
No. Like I've never actually locked my legs around someone and tried to slam them like WWE or I've
Oh,
never
I'm
actually
picturing you
tried to
doing
do
that.
that.
I'm picturing that. And I'm like,
Now that's funny.
That
Although
is,
I'm strong, shoot, I'm dang near 6 foot. I can do it.
I
But
know.
I've never tried that.
You are like my Megan Thee Stallion friend. You
Say
are
that.
literally. You are. You literally are. You like a pimp. You like a motherfucking. You a dom. Like you tall as hell. You thick. So I'm like, I got my own personal Megan Thee Stallion. It's so cool. So what would you say are? I kind of feel like you already said it, but do you have any other favorite kinks that you like to do, or any kinks? I pinned it on the thing, and I said, "What's to everyone else? What's your favorite kink to pull out every once in a while?" So is there something that you whip out here and there?
So one thing that I'm noticing that I'm starting to get into is the electricity thing. So, like,
Mm, okay, so you've
I
already started
tried
doing
it.
it.
Yeah, I tried it. We tried it like it was nipple play first. So he kind of, and especially, we have nipple rings. So we, strapped it
Oh,
to the
he did it on
nipple.
you.
He did it on me because I wanted to try it. Because I'm like, you
Okay.
know what? Obviously, I can't do it on you because you might scream or something. And me, I can take pain a little bit more.
Mhm.
So I'm like, put this on me, turn it up. Don't stop unless I tap you or something like that. So I
Okay.
wanted to see how high I can go with it. And of course, I sell all that stuff, so it wasn't hard to get. But we
So for
turned it
those who don't
on.
know what we're talking about, can you explain? I think it's called electroplay. Explain what it is that you use, how it works.
So it's basically like I would describe it as muscle therapy. Like how you put the patches on the skin and your muscles
Mhm.
jump. I would explain it as something like that, honestly. Like there's a slight difference in pain to it. Like the thing with the muscle therapy, it doesn't really hurt that much unless you turn it up a little bit higher.
Yeah.
But with the other uh the other machines used for sex, it has more of a slight pain to it. It feels like it's
Wait,
going
there's a
directly.
separate one for sex.
Yeah,
I've never.
that one I'll have to show you. It's like
I've only
it's
seen
basically
that
like just
thing.
metal on metal. It's no like patches or anything like that. It's
Oh
like a
shit.
metal, clip or something like that going directly skin to skin. And no, it doesn't hurt as bad as what you think. It's
Okay.
like a quick shock. Like, you rub against the carpet and you just kind of touch yourself.
Oh.
Except
Hmm.
it pulses.
Oh. Okay. See, the
Yeah.
only thing that I've ever seen when I interviewed the shit mistress damn why am I drawing a damn blank? When I interviewed the mistress over the summer, um I remember she tried her electro thing on my arm, and it looked like a little zapper,
Mhm.
and it was like, bzz, and it felt like, to me, it felt like when you get a tattoo, kind of like the little, bzz, but it's like an annoying feeling. It wasn't like, oh, this is excruciating, but you could change like the intensity of it if you wanted
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that what
So
she
it
tried
doesn't
with him?
yeah, so it doesn't hurt. It's just more of a tingling sensation, but you can make it hurt, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So the higher the frequency goes, the more it would hurt.
Oh shit. I'm just picturing, because you said it don't hurt for the metal one, but I'm like, I would have to see it. You're gonna have to show me that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. Like we
Cause
can even
I'm
do like a test run to
yes,
see if you
just
like it.
yes. I'll test it before I buy, because I do want to grab one. You got one on your website, so you got the whole kit on your website, don't you?
Listen, I'm creating you a birthday kit, okay? So don't even worry about anything.
Now hold on, let's discuss what's in this birthday kit. I'm scared. I'm gonna feel pressured. Like,
You gonna love it, girl.
okay, I trust you though. I know you know me. Okay, so we know that Valentine's Day is approaching, and I know a lot of people do want to tap into their inner dom. What are some suggestions that you have for them to kind of get it started?
So I would definitely say do not jump right into it and think that you like know everything about it, because I definitely don't know everything there is about being a dom. I'm just only, a couple years in. You know what I'm saying? So definitely don't jump into it and, try to buy all these whips and chains and everything else, because that is something that you will waste money on. And it's going to be something that you or your spouse might not like. Get start with the light beginner stuff. Like they sell beginner kits that have like feathers and small little floggers and all that type stuff.
I just
Start
thought of
light.
something.
Like
No,
I
go ahead.
definitely
Go ahead.
start light. Do not start heavy. Start
Mhm.
light with something very soothing, if that makes sense. Something, I think I have something in my box that, is very, let me see.
Yes, pull out. Come
See real
on,
quick.
pull out the box. But I would say the same thing. Like, take your feathers. So like your ticklers, you can start by tickling. You can use restraints. So like your handcuffs, like you said earlier. Get the ones with the fur on it, so that way it's not, anything that's too intense for your partner. Also have these conversations beforehand to see how far you can go. So those are very important facts to remember. And what you done brought?
Okay, so just a couple examples. So this is like a beginner thing that you can start with, like a feather
Hmm.
and, blindfolds and stuff, because it's going to awaken your sensual side. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So once you get the touch and everything else and you get aroused by that,
Five, or actually the six senses. What did we talk about the other day, guys?
exactly. And you can start with, you can go to this Now this is a tickler too.
Ooh,
So
that
I
is.
love this
I
one.
thought
Yes,
that was
this
a
is
little
actually
wet.
yeah, this is not a whip. This is actually a tickler. So this is another
Ooh,
thing. You're gonna rub
that's
that across
sexy.
someone's skin and stuff like that. This is too small to be a
Oh my
whip.
gosh. Girl, I
Don't
thought it was
start
like a
with
mini whip.
something like this.
Oh
Do not
shit.
start with the paddle, okay? Because this, don't start. Don't start with the
That one
paddle.
looks painful. I thought that was
Girl,
the zapper paddle or something. I was about to
this
be
is
like,
actually a dildo
whoa.
on the end, too.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
You
it's the
be
paddle
having
and the dildo.
you be having it on. I love it. I like that one. Hold on, let me see that whipping. I mean, not the whip,
This
tickler.
one.
Yes. That is so cute. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Y'all better shop at Erotica Stills Box. I'm not playing with you.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
definitely a lot of people thought this was a cat toy, and I'm just like, no.
A cat toy. It do not look like no
Yes.
damn cat toy.
They thought it
That
was a
shit
cat
definitely
toy.
looks kinky. Whatever the fuck.
But this really feels good across the skin, like especially around the chest area when you're dragging it, because
Hmm.
it actually conforms to everything. So when you're dragging it, it feels really good.
It looks like it'll be like cool. I love like
Yeah,
temperature play and stuff. So it looks like it'll be nice and cool in the summer. It might be a little warm or something. That would be fun.
yeah.
Hmm. Come on.
But definitely Valentine's Day, start light, people. Start light. Don't go into heavy whips and chains. Always start light, just to see what you and your spouse likes. If you don't have a spouse and you just have temporary booze, you might can start heavy. I don't give a fuck. Whip they ass.
It don't matter anyway, right?
Right.
I hate you. Whip their ass. Wait. You get on my
If your
nerves.
man ain't acting right, get a whip and whip his ass too.
Idiot. I remember I tried, or I did, you know who. I whipped
Oh,
him. Put him in
yeah.
the little the bed restraints or whatever, blindfolded him, and then I took my little. It's like a tickler on one side and like a little flogger on the other. And so I was just tickling him and stuff like that. He was laughing. I was like, "Oh, you like that, huh? Yeah, huh?" Bam!
Did he get quiet?
He was like, "Oh shit!" Yeah, that's what we're doing. Because it pissed me off that day too. So it wasn't even just out of pleasure for me. It was because literally I wanted to whip his ass. So I'm here with you.
Yeah,
If you know that he ain't gonna, if you just here for a good time, not a long time, whip his ass. Fuck him.
exactly. You know what? If
We
you,
can't be we can't be telling.
girl, that turns me on, inflicting pain. Especially when I see their faces and I'm just like, yeah, I hurt you, didn't I? Oh,
So
too
how do
bad.
you communicate
Pow!
this to people? I'm how do you communicate this to new like people that you start dating? That you are, essentially a sadist. I would call you, but
So I tell them right from the jump, like, I'm not, the typical person. I am into different things.
hmm.
I'm like, I don't like boring sex. I don't like boring sex. I'm not just gonna lay on my back or whatever, and you're not just gonna sit there and do nothing. I am dominant. I like being in control. And their typical response is, well, you ain't gonna be the man in this relationship, or
Watch
um
me.
yeah. And it's not even that I'm trying to be the man in the
I know.
relationship. It's more of the pleasure side. This is what I like, you know. And if you
Hmm.
can't handle that, then there's no reason for us to even. And
To even talk,
sometimes,
right?
I mean, sometimes I can be submissive, but I prefer not to. It takes a real strong, dominant man for me to literally stick my tongue out and let him give me his holy grail. Okay? If I'm going to get on my knees and literally bow down to you, you're going to have to be very dominant.
Oh, so what does dominance look like to you then from a man or woman?
Someone
I haven't
who
asked you
is,
about women yet, but go ahead.
I love women. They're
I know
beautiful.
you do.
But dominance in a man would be more so their posture, their strength, and not just strength on the outside, their strength mentally. Like, what can you tell me that is different from everyone else? What can you say to turn me on? Like, what is it about you that can make me feel differently about anybody else? You know, what sets you apart? So I have yet to meet a dominant male. You know, most of the men that I've seen meet are like just thugs or just want to be, I don't know, rappers, stuff like that. Ain't nobody got time for all that.
Well, look at where we're at. It's the options are kind of slim, unfortunately. But no, I'm here with you. Okay. So what about with
it's
women?
More so, you know, the 50 Shades of Grey, the Christian dude. You know, he was very successful and everything else. He held himself to a high standard.
So
you know
also you look at the success and you look at just how he is like as a person, like a full scope, not just like your demeanor or your personality. Exactly. It has to be the whole package. Wow, that's okay. I feel that.
Listen,
I actually feel that.
Baby, if I'm making 6 figures a year, you're going to have to match this. I'm not about to be picking you up. You're not driving my car. You're not doing none of that. Get your ass. You ain't dominant in my eyes. You're going to get this whip and this paddle. At that point, like, I don't care how big your dick is. And then let's talk about that. Because men think that when they got big dicks, that they sex is just bomb. It is not.
Don't know how to do
I don't want to go on a rant about this, but god damn it, dick be trash. Dick be trash.
Because they don't know what to do. And normally I hate it when they're the type that be like, get on top.
Girl. What?
You just fuck me for like 5 minutes, sir.
Okay. And you want me to break my knees? My good knees? I think not, sir. Get out.
No, they do really feel like just because they know that they have a big dick that they can just dominate or whatever, or that they're really good at sex, and that really fucking is trash. And a lot of women, I can't even just blame it on them. It's a lot of women's fault because they tell them that it is good or they fake it. And so that's why I'm a big advocate. Don't fake it, because you're letting these niggas think that they are the shit, and they're not. That's
why I always say, don't finish in the shower. If you don't get yours before he get his, force him. Okay? Now that's where that dominance comes in. I'm gonna add to
that. If you don't get yours at least 5 times before he gets his.
Exactly. You're not about to hump me for 2 minutes and think it's over. Oh, no, baby. Our parents and grandparents used to do that, but you ain't doing that to me.
Exactly. Say we are not our grandparents. Hello? For real.
Okay, we are not our ancestors.
Look, and they didn't even know what fucking was for real. Look, we
exactly.
We are over here elevating that shit. Nah, but okay, serious question though. Since you are dominant and things like that, how does that look when it's time for him to fuck you? Like, do you be telling him like, fuck me? Do you tell him how to fuck you, or how does that work? Like, do you do your dominant spiel, or not? I don't want to call it a dominant spiel, but like, do you get your dominant shit out of the way and then have him just fuck you and kind of dominate you, or how does it, you know?
So with that, if he knows what he's doing, I will let him take full control.
Okay.
Like, I will let him take full control of that situation. I am a real dirty talker. So I'll, direct
what you be
him.
Saying? Hold on, what you be saying?
I'll be, listen, I'm going to say, fuck me harder. You like it like that? Or you like when I throw this ass back? Just simple shit. Everybody, everybody says that. Just don't be scared to talk to your partner neither.
Yeah.
Like, and that's another thing. Fuck your partner back. Okay? Like, don't be sitting there and just, being still. Get in the rhythm of throwing that shit back on him or her or whatever you want to do. Get in the rhythm. I approve
this message. Yes.
Say that. Us for president, okay? Shoot.
I will be your vice. You feel me? You're the more dominant. I'll be your vice. I'll be your backup. Let me see.
Mm-mm-mm.
Hold on, wait. Just said, "Fuck me like a horse." Tell a man that and see how he respond. Period. Oh, I love saying shit like that. Wait.
Okay,
I think you told me this before, but are you into spitting?
I'm into it. And I don't care what nobody say. I love it. Spit in my mouth. I spit in yours too. If you just got done eating me
Yes.
out, spit that shit in my mouth. Okay? I
Yes.
will
I love
swallow it.
it. I think people get it misconstrued because they think that it's like a nasty, like, no, it's not like that at all. You just let it you just make it sexy and let it drip into your partner's mouth. You don't,
Here
I
come my
don't,
nosy ass
if
cat.
somebody is taking a gob of spit, then I would slap the fuck out of them. Obviously, that's not, no. I mean, maybe some
Exactly.
people like that, and that's their yum, but no, that's not what we're talking about. We're literally saying, like, after, especially like you said, after you eat me out, I want to taste it. Let
See,
me taste it.
now someone said they can be the spitter but can't be spit on.
I like both. I like
Now, I
both.
mean, I'm gonna say like when you're exchanging a wet ass kiss, it's almost the same. It's almost the same. And this was just recently, I met this dude who is almost equally just like me, and that is
Ooh.
dangerous. It's dangerous. I will never mess with him again. But
Mm.
he has the same mindset and everything else. He was into everything that I was into. When it came to the spitting, he was not shy. When it came to the smacking me in the face and me
Oh,
smacking him,
oh, say
it was
smacking.
like,
Mm.
yeah, it was like something. And it wasn't like soft. It was like, it
Mm.
was,
Like firm.
hands on. Yeah.
Mm.
So, and we both had the dirty talk down, and it was like, oh my gosh, like you dangerous. Like us
You a
together, we
demon.
can't do this.
Actually, you can. You just don't.
Oh
Is
no,
that because
ma'am.
you want to be completely in control?
That is the reason. That's why we can't. Because I think he wants to be in control too, and only one of us can be great at that.
Say that. I love how dominant you are. I love how it's just not a game with you. This is like literally you. This is
Yeah,
fucking
see,
you. Okay. So
I love it. It's like become a lifestyle.
it is a
Like even when
lifestyle.
I'm out and about and someone says something to me and I'm just like, like, boy, shut the fuck up. Like, let me see your dick. First of all, let me see it. Cause you talking big game. Let me see it right
Is
now.
that how you really say it to
Yes. Like, let me see your dick. You talking big shit. Talking about, oh, I can do this, I can do that. Then when you tense up, because I just said, oh, let me see your dick. Now that
Oh, is
shit,
that
you
what they
done
really
whipped
do?
it
Do they
out.
really be like, oh,
Yeah. Because that shit little. Okay. Stop talking, little shrimp dick. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
damn. Have you ever called a man a shrimp dick to? First of all, are you
I
into
have kicked the nigga
humiliation?
out.
Huh?
Okay. I didn't kick the nigga out. I kicked his ass clean smooth out. You was talking all that shit and then whip this little ass dick out on me. Oh, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get out right now, sir. Right now.
I believe it. You know what? I need you to record a session one day and just send it to me. Just send it to me.
I
I feel
got
like
you.
you be like humiliating niggas. Like,
And you know what? And it's
he's
not
a
on
Sag,
purpose,
by the way,
but
y'all. I've been seeing other people ask what your sign is. You a Sag. You a Sag, right? Yeah, Sag.
yeah. I think
But I'm ratchet.
I don't think that I like humiliating people. I think it's just
Hmm.
more so I probably just don't care what I say.
What about like degradation? Like you just like to talk down on them a little bit, not necessarily humiliate them, but maybe talk down on them, like how you just said, you got a little ass dick. Like,
Yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie. And you know what? A lot of men find that sexy. They be like, oh, like, I and I don't know why, but a lot of men find it sexy. A lot of like millionaires or stuff like that. Recently, like I told you, I've met a lot of millionaires that like that. And it's
mhm.
like, you know,
Because they're used to being in power. Normally, the
but
people
when
that
I
are in power.
exactly, but when I take control of you, You like this. You like when I talk down on you like this? You
Mm-hmm.
like that?
Yep, they love that shit
Okay.
because they're always told like, "Yes, sir. Yes, I will go ahead and do that. You need this paperwork. You need your dick sucked. Sure, whatever." But when you're actually being mean to them, that's something new, and then it's coming from you, like somebody that is just down to earth and cool and real. It's like, who does bitch think she is? I love this shit. Like what?
Yep.
They love that shit. That's why I need to
It
find
throws
me some
them for a loop.
subs.
It really does. It throws them for a loop.
So
Not telling y'all to do that. Y'all might get slapped. I don't know.
aside from just the money aspect, that's why I also want like some subs because like I feel like I can get my rocks off, like because I am a nurturing person or whatever. But I feel like if I have somebody that is like that I don't know very well or something like that that I can actually treat like that, I feel like that'll just get that other side of me off. Because if I like you, I'm not gonna be like mean and you know degrading you or anything like that. But if it's somebody that's just like unbiased or whatever, and I can just look, I'm gonna find me a white boy.
And you know what? It don't even have to be a white boy. It can just be
I
a
want it
black
to be.
male. Oh, you want it to be a
I do.
okay.
And I want to smother him. I want to smother the fuck out of him too. Like we said earlier, with my panties on, but you're not gonna have the luxury of having this pussy.
And yeah, we talked about that. The old man.
Oh, you did?
I can't. I can't. I just can't.
You can't what?
I can't.
Oh, what you were telling me the other night?
Yes.
Can you stop playing? If he asked you, what if he paid you?
He gonna have to pay me a lot of money. I can't.
So, guys, just for clarification, she's talking about this old man who is wanting her to basically be a dom for him. He's older, but she doesn't want to do it. She is playing because she doesn't like how he looked just because he's old.
He too old.
How old is
He in
he?
his 60s. He too
Girl,
old. He
that's
not.
somebody's daddy. We be fucking daddies
Y'all,
over here.
no. Y'all know the meme, like where it say the sugar daddy y'all want versus the sugar daddy that want me. It's the sugar daddy that want me, not the one that I want.
And he wants some sugar. Give him some sugar.
He can't have it.
Like limited. Give him some Splenda. Give him some Splenda, bitch. Something like you might go for a whole ride. He might fuck your brains out if you end up
Some
fucking him.
sweet and low.
But
I
get you a little
can't.
sweet and low.
Girl, I
They said
can't.
put his ass to sleep. They said he gotta
Girl,
be super fine. He ain't
he gonna
fine.
go up to the upper room. Stop playing.
The upper room.
Yes, that's exactly where he gonna end up. I'll be tapping him
Get
on the face like,
out.
you okay?
Get out, man.
I can't.
He gonna go to the upper room. Oh, don't send him to heaven. But I'm just saying, like, but he probably can handle it. Just make sure he ain't take no Viagra with it or anything like that. Don't give him a heart attack.
Girl.
I feel like you missed out on a blessing. But anyways, let's get to the next question because we done got off subject. Do you have any certain playlists that you play when you're doing your
So
dominance thing? Because I
I
need
really don't
some,
have a
so I'm really asking for myself.
so I really don't have a certain playlist. I just kind of let it flow. But it's more of a mental thing.
Okay.
Like if I'm not into it that day, then it might not be good. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I might not feel like I am powerful enough to be this dom today.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's been a moment where, I was just tired and I just didn't feel like, doing anything. And mentally, I think, the guy that I was with at the time, he knew that because he couldn't he basically didn't feel it come through my sex. He was
That's
more so
real.
like, yeah, he was like, something's off, what's wrong with you? He was like, normally, you're doing this and doing that. But this day I just wasn't taking control. So it's more of a mental thing, like music and everything else. You can play music, it's fine. But I think it's just more of a mental thing with me.
That's good. That's what's up. So
Yeah.
like you don't even tune into the music. The music is just literally in the background. You ain't paying attention. Like
Mm-mm.
even if the rhythm is like so slow, it ain't ever like just threw you off like this shit too slow. This is lovey dovey. I need to
Because you don't want that to happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's why music, I just never incorporated it
Oh,
into
you
my
never
sex.
like gotcha.
Because you don't want the wrong song to play and you just be like, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Unless
don't
you're
want that to
already into
happen.
it. Sometimes you play it and then you already just into it. You don't even pay attention. Just be like, oh shit.
Now,
Melodies from
there,
Heaven done came on and we ain't even nah.
see what I'm talking about?
I
There
ain't even
has
paying
been
attention.
some times, though.
I be in it. I'm in it to win it. We trying to get this nut, okay? Nobody
See,
thinking about this shit.
now, what's fascinating is when I see the pain in somebody, I become super wet, and sometimes I can even
Ooh.
orgasm off of that.
You are
But
dangerous. Wait, you
that,
get wet off of their pants. You're a sadist. You're a fucking
like
sadist, and
that,
I love it.
that is something right there that is very. I don't even know. It puts me in like tunnel vision, like
Tunnel vision.
especially
You zone
tunnel
out.
vision. It's real. It's real. The tunnel vision and the inflicting pain and I okay, so just a situation. Now this was with a female, and she never been into the dom thing or whatever. And I told her, I was like, well, I'll introduce you to it. We can be gentle and stuff like that. Of course, I'm fucking lying, but I told her that we
Me
can be
too, Jewel.
gentle, and it was more so like the moment that we started and I made her like get on her knees and I like told her look up at me. It was like tunnel vision because I knew like I'm about to fuck her life up. So, and it was like a girl that I had like been wanting for a long time and she finally came over. So it was like,
So
and
wait.
after that, it's just, it be, girl, it'd be so
So
amazing.
do you feel like okay, do you feel like it's a huge difference in the way that you dominate a woman versus how you dominate a man?
I think with the woman, I'm more.
Sensual?
No, not even that. I'm more connected. And it's
Okay.
more so because maybe I know like what a woman likes more versus
Mm.
than, trying to figure out what this guy likes or, how his body might react to this. Like a woman knows a woman's body.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that, with women I'm more just in tune. But I'm
Mm.
I'm less aggressive with
Okay.
women. I'm less aggressive. I try to be a little bit, I try to hold back just a little bit because I don't want them to be, all bruised and shit like that. Versus the men, it's like you could take a hit. Like you'll
Come
be
on.
okay.
Don't be pissy like I'm weak. That's a very, very good point. Because I recently had my first experience, like a Dom experience with a woman. And that shit was pretty lit. And I wasn't even trying to be a Dom. Like, I think that she just looked at me in that way. And I was
Mhm.
just like confused on why. But so she was just naturally submitting to me and she really wanted me to like take over the whole situation and she was just like I think I'm in love, like I'm like hold on wait.
Excuse me. Back up.
No, we're
No
not
feelings will
in
be
love.
caught hurt. No.
Exactly. But I didn't like dominate her like using whips or anything like that. But it was just more so I took control of the situation. I told her, turn around. I want to see you do this to yourself and stuff. Like I want to watch that. And then I made her like take it. Like whenever I would eat her out, I made her take it. Like she was ready to cave. And I said, no, you're not done. I'm not done. You're taking my snack away.
See,
Like I was talking shit more so to her and stuff. And I can do that more. So I found that I can do that more with the women, which is crazy Like, I wasn't rough with her or anything, but I could talk shit more to her. Whereas with a nigga, I feel like I'm like being more submissive. Like, yes, daddy, like turn me over. But I feel like I can hit him more. Like you said, like I can hit him harder or things like that. Like, you can take this. So it's like weird. It's like it's backwards for me.
See, and I'm gonna just piggyback off of that because I feel like, and the reason why a lot
Yeah,
of women
run.
feel like that they can be more submissive to a man is because we were taught that. We were taught that we have to give in to the man. You know, we have to
That's
do
true.
this, do that. And I think, once I broke out of that, it was like, oh, it's game time. Like, I don't have to
Mm,
give in to anybody. Like, this is my body. I created myself. I did this. I made myself who
exactly.
I am today and stuff like that. But
I
yeah,
think for me, it's a little bit of that. Like, I'm still trying to unlearn it, but at the same time, since I know who I am and I know that I own my body, it's easy for me to disconnect too. And then also, I think I also associate it with the height thing because I'm super short and I always date tall men. So I like that dominance over me. Like, you're tall as shit. So like, go ahead and dominate me. Yeah, pick me up. Do this. Like, it's
right.
fun. But yeah, I'm trying to tap into my inner dom and be more nigga. I'm really
You can do
trying.
it.
I'm trying. I'm gonna have to FaceTime you when I'm like about to like get into it with someone.
Just put
Valentine's
me in the
Day. I'm
corner.
gonna
I'll be
FaceTime
sitting there with my whip, just looking.
you. That is a second
Like,
lady. Don't
you're
do
going to have to do
that.
it a little bit harder.
You're gonna look like Chucky. Don't do that shit.
And that's
Like,
literally, that is how I want people to look at me. Like, I want people to look at me, like, as I'm just sitting there. Like, look at me as a threat. Look at me like,
you
like
wanna
she
be
is in
scary?
control. She is the boss. She will fuck me up. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
feel
I
it. I fuck
literally,
with it.
I want
Don't
people to
get me
look at me
wrong.
like
I fuck
that.
with it. But I'm not about to be calling you and you just there like I'll be like, hang up. I got it. Like,
Like, no, she's serious, okay? I'll call you back.
I got you. I remember now. For real. Okay, so I think the last thing on my list was to talk about aftercare because I don't want Instagram to shut me down like they did the other night. So, aftercare. Do you practice aftercare? What kind of aftercare do you do after an intense session, or do you just skip aftercare? You don't give a fuck.
So I really, like, at first I did used to skip it until, like, I realized that, some people do need the mental aftercare. So after I'm done and, everyone has released their enjoyment and everything else, I will lay on top of whoever it is, like lay on top of them and tell them, like, are you okay? You did good, and kiss them, on the neck or, on the forehead and tell them, like,
You
like,
are
you
a
did really good.
you are a you did good. With the forehead kiss, though, that's what sealed the deal for me. It was a forehead
Right?
kiss for me.
Yep, the forehead kiss. I do the forehead kiss. That might be one of my toxic traits right there. Is I am
That
good with the See, yeah, little baby did good. Like, you did good, baby.
period. I fuck with that. I'm
And I
about to
might like
tell this
rub
nigga
them
like you
down.
did good. He gonna look at
Yep.
me like,
And I might rub them down or whatever. Like rub their
yes,
body down, especially like if I
okay.
start to see welts forming. So I'd be
Mm-hmm.
like, let me rub you down with hot oil, of course.
Ooh,
Because I mean the
okay.
hot oil is not what you guys think. It's not actually like, burning hot. The
Like a
flame,
massage
it
oil.
just melts it. Yeah, it cools down. It cools down. So I use that and I just rub them down with it and, and just leave it at that. But they're good after that. And they
Well, that
always
brings
come
me
back
to
wanting
think.
more.
Have you ever done temperature play?
I have not done temperature play.
Okay. I was about to say, give me
But
some tips.
yeah, I have not done temperature play and that might be something that has to come up next.
I can see you doing wax play. I always say I want to do wax play where they like put the hot wax, like actual candle wax, and
Girl,
then they take the knife and then they chip it off of the body and things. It's like a sensation. I'm like, I would do that. I would actually love that. That might
I
feel
got the
so good.
knife and I got the wax, and it did not work out well for this guy. He was terrified. He thought I was a witch or something. He was like, "What are you?" He was like, "What are you putting some spell on me?" I don't know what was wrong with him. I'm just like you're weird.
Wait, so how did you do it? Did you even tell him you were about to do it, or you just tried
Yeah,
to do it?
I told him. I told him.
So then,
Like
what
I
was the
told him.
problem?
So I pulled the wax out. I start dripping it on him. He's like, "Oh my God, that's hot." I don't think he was ready for it. You know, he wasn't ready
Hold
for
on.
it.
Dang, sorry. Coco, come here. It's
And then, of
okay.
course, like the knife I have, I'm gonna show y'all real quick.
Is it
It
like a
might
butcher
creep,
knife?
girl. It might creep some people out. I'm gonna show you real
Oh
quick.
shit, I'm scared. But I've always wanted to do like that type of knife play, not like where you're actually cutting me or anything like that. But I do want to try it with the hot wax, and then they're like chipping it off of you. Like that just looks sexy to me. I don't know. Let me see what
So
it
this
does.
is the knife that I use for.
Wow, what the fuck is that? I've never seen.
So this is my crescent moon knife, and it's very dull. It's not sharp at all. It's
Okay,
very dull. It just, it looks sharp, but it's not.
okay.
So when
I
I'm
was
doing
not
any type
expecting
of
that. I'm expecting a big butcher knife
no.
fucking what is it, a sword or something? You brought out a gadget.
Oh look, it gets real. Okay, it gets real fucking nasty.
Period. Okay.
But this knife is,
Wow.
like I said, it's very fucking dull, y'all. So it's not sharp, and I don't have no plans of getting it sharpened. But it's like a sensual play thing where I'll rub it against someone's skin. It's more of like a danger thing. If you're into that, then this is for you. If
I
you're
like
into,
that.
just like how we had talked about gunplay,
Mm-hmm.
but if you're into different things, there's different fetishes out there for different
Oh, it's
folks.
counting
But
down. If it goes out on us, guys, we'll come right back. But go ahead, D.
yeah, if you're into different fetishes and stuff like that, it's definitely uh something that you have to try, and you have to try it with safe things. They might
Yes.
look intimidating, but they're not. Like
I
I
think
said, this
that the
is
thing
very
is you just
dull.
have to like research and kind of also look at YouTube videos. There's actual YouTube videos on rope play, knife play, gun play, all of that, where you can see the safety, get acquainted with the objects that you are using. Don't just go out here and just pick up something and just think that you're about to be fucking, I don't know, like Jackie Chan of all fucking kink
Yep.
shit. Like, no, we're not going to do that. But
Because that is how a lot of people die from, what is it called? Asphyxiation. When
oh
people like try
yeah.
to hang themselves and jack off, like, do not do
Yeah,
that.
no, don't do all that. Please don't. Please be very
Yeah.
careful. Know your limits. And I'm gonna plug in your website really quick because it's giving me 40 seconds before they close us out. But erotica steals erotica is it erotica steal box or erotica steals box? Hold on, wait.
Erotica Stills Box. I am
.net.
Erotica Still, the owner of Erotica Stills Box. Come
Yes.
shop with me for all your fetish fantasies, everything else. I got
Yes.
it.
She
I'm your
has
friendly
literally everything.
neighborhood toy dealer.
She the bomb, bruh. Like when I say boss bitch status, bruh, I'm so lucky to have a friend like you, bruh.
I know that's right. I love you, girl.
I love you, Sue. And thank you for doing this for me. I appreciate you.
No problem.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Bye.